guys, and welcome back to episode 8 of the Matt Talks Money podcast. This is the series finale of What They Don't Teach You in School. Ollie's joining us again for the 8th and final time this series. Thank you for joining again. Woohoo! Today we're talking about scammers, scams, and all that kind of jazz because we've done 7 weeks of What They Don't Teach You in School. Most of them were how to make money. I suppose this one is how to not lose money stupidly.
Well, I suppose all of them are how to keep your money, really. But
yeah, I suppose.
Don't give your money to some stupid man called Paul who's trying to scam you.
Yeah, so I think in this day and age,
anyone who's called Paul is not scamming.
This day and age with technology and especially people like our grandparents' age, they're most vulnerable to get scammed because they're quite new to technology. But have you ever been scammed, Mr. Trigg?
No, I have had plenty of attempts at people trying to scam me, either on the phone or via text, but none of them have surpassed my immense knowledge. No.
I'm gonna bait out my flatmate. I've never been scammed, but Imi has been scammed. She was, you had one of those days, I think, and she got a text message, didn't check who it was from. I think it was like, PayPal, please put your bank details in here or something. Subsequently went along and did it. Maybe she had a bit to drink. And then she had to go cancel all of her, cards and stuff. But I think there's different types of scams, right? The most generic type of scam is an email or a text you get saying, you owe us this much, or you can receive some money if you put your bank details in. I think those are the main, the best way to realize they are scams is to check who it's been sent from. So if it's been sent from a mobile number, it's probably not going to be HMRC who they're claiming to be.
Yeah.
HMRC would never actually text you, I don't think, anyway.
Yeah. I mean, the simplest things are like emails. You can always check the email address, and often in the preview it will say PayPal, but then if you actually click on the email, it will be like PayPal.76 at something, and you're like, well, you're not PayPal, are you?
Actually,
you can also sort of tell from their tone of PayPal. If they do send you an email, if you aren't sure, check a genuine email from PayPal, and if it's in the same tone and in the same color scheme and in the same layout, then you have a higher chance of it being legit, especially if it's like, here's a new statement or something like that. If it's like completely different and maybe something's spelt wrong, then don't even just delete it straight away.
See, I've actually got an example. On the 11th of April, someone sent me this. Let's see if we focus. So you see here, this is from Royal Mail, but you see the reason I knew it was a scam, first of all, is from a mobile number at the top, 07.
Yeah.
And that's what they usually say. If it was actually coming from Royal Mail, I can show you. So for example, that's coming from Royal Mail itself, because you see it actually identifies as Royal Mail.
Yeah.
And it actually doesn't have any information, so you can't actually contact them. But yeah, so that was, ironically, I get that quite a lot. But I always get a call from my nan saying, "Oh, I've got a text from this or email from this. Is it legit?" I'm like, probably not.
No.
If you don't think it's legit and it seems too good to be true, probably it's a scam.
Yeah, that seems too good to be true is often a scam, which also doesn't help when you've got people trying to promote brands on Instagram and they're genuinely trying to grow their brand, and all they want to do is put your marketing down. Because I'm so cautious, I'm like, well, yeah, but you've now got my email, so you could then send that email to this person, and who could then send it to that person, and then I can get scammed. So I may be missing out on opportunities to win prizes or whatever because they're on Instagram, but I'd much rather just in a legit way.
So I suppose those are the typical types of scam, emails and texts and even phone calls, I suppose. Especially I don't know if the PPI claim, you've been in an accident.
Oh yeah, but the very realistic, not realistic.
The automated system. I suppose the more current scams are things like courses and these people claiming to be forex gurus or things like that, trying to sell signals and stuff. It's quite funny on TikTok. There are people that expose these guys. It kind of led to why we wanted to do this episode, because there's a guy that does internet scammers and he exposes them all. He joins their Discord or whatever, and then just proves that they're just chatting absolute crap.
I love the ones that you see online of the scammers who ring police officers, and then the police officers just know the way around it. There's that viral one of that woman, that female police officer, who then like completely turns the scammer on his head, and the scammer's like, "If you don't do this, we will report you to the police." By the way, if someone rings that and says, "If you don't pay up, we'll report you to the police," they can't do that.
Yeah, I've had someone call me from HMRC saying you owe money, and I'm like, from a mobile number. That's not right. But actually, slightly on the topic of scammers, a current topic of cryptocurrency, right? We've talked about it before, but there's some new. It's very easy to create a cryptocurrency. I didn't realize how easy it is. Ollie, you could do it in about 20 minutes if you really wanted to. You could create the Ollie Trig digital coin if you wanted to. So what the latest scams are Ollie creates a coin called Espresso Coin or whatever, I don't know, because he likes coffee, and then you go on Instagram, on TikTok or Facebook, and you promote the hell out of it, right? You pay influencers to promote the hell out of it. And then, people will buy it. That increases the price, and then when the price is, I don't know, quadrupled or something, you then sell all your shares, dumping the price, and you've made a load of money. So a new example, I don't know if it's got any future. It's a coin called Eclipse, which just did that. Everyone was promoting it. I saw it a lot on TikTok. It rised, and then I'm guessing all the developers sold, and it's like crashed by like half. Yeah, I suppose it relates that to the investing video. Don't invest in something you don't know.
It's like the new, like, everyone and their mum can make a currency now. And it's like, how do you distinguish the ones that are going to be legit and going to be actual useful pieces of blockchain?
Yeah, it's like
made by me.
Well, it's like me and Ollie have both purchased a dropshipping course. And I was very cautious beforehand. I think what helped you purchasing it is because I purchased it, right? Like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's no way. If I found that website by myself, there's no way I would have.
Exactly. Neither would I, because courses on the internet have such bad stigma. But the only reason I bought that is because I saw a guy on TikTok purchase it, do like an honest review of what they give and his results from it. But I think it's just always. If you want to see if a course is legit or not, obviously don't ask the owners because they're very biased. Ask people who have done it beforehand, like go on like Yell or something. Or is Yell still a thing?
I suppose that's been similar for the whole thing that you've done. When you first did match betting, I was like, oh, that's a scam, surely. And then it took ages for you to convince me. Then you were doing dropshipping, and then you were like, oh, no, and then you were like, have you heard of this crypto thing? Like ages ago. I was like, yeah, but what? Nah. That can't be real. Why would I put money in that? And it's all about education. So if you're not sure, go and educate yourself before you say yes. You can either say no straight away, or you can be like, I'll come back to you, go do your research, realise it's either legit or it's not, and then you can make your decision.
Yeah. Actually, whilst I was having my breakfast, I was watching TikTok. There's a guy called Gary V. Do you know Gary V?
Mate, do you think I don't go on TikTok?
Anyway, so he's some entrepreneur guy in America, right? And very motivational speaker, and he said in your 20s it's the best time to take risks and lose money because you don't have a baby, you don't have a wife, you don't have a full-time job that you need to worry about. It's not me saying go and splash all your cash on SafeMoon or whatever it's called now, Dogecoin, but I mean, like when we invested in crypto, we didn't know 100% about it, but also we knew that it has the hype. Not the hype, sorry, as in, obviously it was hyped, but we think it is the future, right? I think it's the future.
Well, no, because the first thing that happened is we saw that it was rising, and then you were like, have you seen this crypto thing? I'm like, yeah, I saw that, but I don't really know much about it. And then you and I both went and did our own research about what it was and how it worked. And then we were like, yeah, okay, this is something that I can invest in. And then we put money in.
Yeah. I mean, granted, it's much more...
like step 7.
Of course, it's much riskier than putting in like the S&P 500, but like I said, we're only 21, so we've got time to take risks. But yeah, any other types of scams to be careful for?
We've done email, we've done text, we've done phone.
Just never give away details to people you don't know, basically.
Yeah.
And if you have to, PayPal.
Yeah, but yeah, actually that's good. If you're on a website that you're not sure if it's legit, if you're purchasing something and you get to the end and it's like put in your credit card details, I'm always a bit sketchy because if I haven't heard of the website, I'm like, how legit are you? Like, if I put my details in, are you gonna send me the item but then also charge me £300 for other stuff? But PayPal is like a padlock.
A middleman.
Yeah.
Or, although you just say credit card, but that's a debit card. If you pay on a credit card, 100% covered. So let's say you buy a PS4 for 100 quid, and it doesn't arrive, the credit card company is liable, not you. You would get your money back.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so use a credit card.
Still faff though.
That's what I tried to do with this when I bought this microphone, just in case. But some places don't take Amex, as we found out the other day, didn't we?
Yeah, Subway doesn't take Amex. What is that?
Who knows? Trying to scam you, mate. Trying to scam you.
Apparently it's because it's a franchise, guys. So,
I think it's a franchise, hopefully.
But no, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, there you go. That was Scammers. So this is obviously the last episode in this series. So Ollie had the great idea to go through all of the 8 episodes and just summarise quickly what we've mentioned, the key points. So that is going to be in a separate video, which we're going to record now and upload in a few weeks' time. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Ollie, for joining. We'll see you guys in the summary video, and thank you, and see you soon.